children, I'm going to read a story today and it's called How to Catch a Star by Oliver Jeffers. So I hope you enjoy it. Once there was a boy, and the boy loved stars very much. Every night the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he had one of his very own. There he is, having a look up at the sky, wondering how he could get that star. He dreamed how this star might be his friend. They would go and play hide and go seek. They'd take long walks together. The boy decided he would try to catch a star. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best. Do you think that would be best? Do you think that would be when the stars are out in the sky? Because then the star would be tired, the little boy thought, from being up in the sky all night. So the next day, here he is, the boy set out at sunrise, but he could not see the star anywhere. He sat down and he waited for one to appear. Have a think. Do you think the star's going to appear in the daytime, or do you think he's going to have a long wait? I think he's going to have a long wait. So there he is, look, he continued and he waited and he waited and he ate some lunch. He's been very patient, isn't he? Showing lots of perseverance. And still he carried on, he waited. And after his dinner, he waited some more. And finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. So we know as the sun's going down, it's starting to get dark, and that's when we see the stars in the sky. The boy tried to jump and grab it, but he could just not jump high enough. Do you think you could catch a star by jumping? It's very high in the sky. So very carefully he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find. But the star was still way out of his reach. I wonder if you can use your research skills and look to see how high in the sky stars are. How many miles up might they be? The little boy thought he might be able to lasso with the star with the belt from his father's boat. A bit like Woody in Toy Story. I wonder if that would work. But it was too heavy and he couldn't carry it. And it would be heavy to throw up in the air. Ooh, this looks like an interesting idea. He thought he could fly up in his spaceship and grab the star, but his spaceship had run out of petrol last Tuesday when he flew to the moon. Oh dear, he might have to go to the shop and buy some more. And he thought perhaps he could get a seagull to help him fly up into the sky to reach the star. But the only seagull he could find did not want to help him. Don't think that's going to be a good idea. The boy thought and he thought he'd never catch his star. But just then he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. Just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. Have a think. Do you think it's a star that's fallen into the water, or do you think it could be something else? He tried to fish the star out with his hands, but he could just not reach it. Then he had an idea. The star might wash up on the shore. He ran back along the jetty. That's the big wooden plinth that goes out into the sea to go back to the beach. And then he did something. He waited and he walked and he watched and he waited, and the tide was coming in and going out and coming in and going out, but the star wasn't coming onto the beach. But sure enough, he waited and he waited, and the star washed up onto the bright golden sand. Have a think. Do you think that's a star from the sky, or do you think that's something else? The boy was very happy, and he had indeed caught a star of his very own. And that's the end. Thank you for listening.